I had discovered a thing that I did not like, and that's how pack animals work. I went out on a quest to a spot. It happened to have donkeys, and I knew that pack animals were a thing. It could make you move faster and help with the carrying capacity, so I decided, well, for some reason, donkeys are supposed to be real easy to tame, so let me try. And I did. I was in a biome that had food because I needed more food for me in case I failed. And I needed foods that I could actually give them, and there were berries, so I did. And so coming home was fine, but trying to set out was a problem. You notice this is currently empty. Setting out was a problem. I'm building a fancy room. I got one of my relics, so I had to build a reliquary to hold it. And I'm building the room to keep it. These are all marble walls. I replaced that wall with marble. With pillars, I finally put a sill chill up. I'm working on... No, I actually think I got the pew done. Yep, I got the pew done. And then I have placeholders for the others because there are 3 relics. And yeah, but so in trying to set out, I had a bunch of stuff that I wanted to sell. I could carry it all on my person, and this is relevant to this particular thing. But even if I couldn't, it was infuriatingly bad. Because I was, waiting for it to go, and it was just taking forever. So I went and looked, and she was running back and forth, and for some reason it tethered over around the other side of the building. So every item she was picking up individually and running around the building and putting it on the donkey and then running back. It wasted a whole day. I actually just stopped because it wasn't going to set out because they stop at 10 p.m. So it wouldn't have actually gotten anywhere. So I just stopped it and figured, well, I'll start the next morning. I didn't unload the donkey. This turned out to be a problem because the next day, okay, well, set a spot right here. So running around the building won't be a problem. And she spent most of the day unloading the donkey. No, I want to take that shit. What the fuck are you doing? Now, mind you, this is stuff she could have all carried on her own. She would have just gone around, picked it all up, all at once, and walked away. Why can't she do all of that and dump it on the donkey and go? The third day, I let it take for fucking ever. By the time it took to pack up a donkey with the stuff, she could have just gotten there because she would have gotten there faster than the caravan ended up doing. Even slower because human legs and slower because encumbered. Just because it takes so fucking long. It's profoundly unreasonable. It's actually counterproductively obtuse and just maddening, and I ended up grabbing both donkeys and the baby donkey they'd spit out, and just sold the fuckers because it was so fucking bad. Like, you have to go out of your way to do that badly. You have made this process so much worse. So, no. Yeah, last map I was on, I gathered myself a bunch of agave. Each one of these tiles takes 4 bricks. So, and breaking down one of those makes 20 bricks. So, hence I'm getting this floor done 5 tiles at a time. There's a lot of tiles. That room is 17 by 21. That's a lot. It's fine, though. So, yeah. No. That's just... I will deal with my slow fucking trips. That's just infuriating and counterproductive. And I would have to start packing in the middle of the day before I want to go. Because I set out in the morning after that period in which they would just be asleep on the road instead of doing anything productive. So to actually be able to head out then, I would have to start packing the middle of the day before I actually want to go. And no, I'm busy doing other shit. It's really bad. Like, I don't think it's news to anyone that, you know, an inclination toward... I have rage quit things in the past, and I got close with how infuriatingly badly that shit worked. Oh, I had some sheep show up and volunteer themselves, but I don't need sheep. I finally got the plant score to grow the devil strand. So that's what I'm doing. But yeah, a ewe and 3 rams. I don't know if all of them are still hanging out. Yep. Those goddamn ostriches keep volunteering themselves. I don't have the skill to manage you. Thanks, but no? At least the iguanas that volunteered themselves have scampered off. Now, dromedaries are, actually more reasonable. That was a concern I had about the donkeys before the whole, no, this process is fucking awful, never mind, came up. Is that if there was a heat wave, the donkeys would not have fared as well. Like, my regular temperature range they could handle, but really would have needed camels for that to work out better. Camels apparently provide milk, which I don't need, but it is a food source that I don't have to... Well, I guess technically I do have to grow, because I have to feed the goddamn camels. And, yeah. So, yeah, the reliquary. I'd actually, after I had gotten the relic, I had gotten a thing where a pile of 90-something gold had been the thing, which worked out great, because apparently I needed gold, which I don't like gold. I don't like the look of it. It's an ugly fucking color. I would rather that be something else. But, yeah, I made a marble one. So... But, yeah. have gotten a thing for the next one. Now, if only you would... I don't know if there's a mod for this, but I really wish there were a way to indicate, cook the oldest shit first. Eat the oldest shit first. But there isn't. And it's maddening. The agave will actually last longer, but I think that makes you unhappy to eat raw. These are different contingencies in order of priority. Like, make pemmican anytime you can. After that, if there's meat left over, cook it. Because meat doesn't stay fresh for long. And then, if I don't have enough to cook it all by itself, cook it with something else. And then, if I just have something else. Berries go bad first, but you're fine eating those fresh. But if you're gonna have meals, you're not gonna eat the raw berries would be if I were traveling somewhere. You'll notice I'm basically out of pemmican. I'd actually gotten to the point where some of it was getting old. And would have gotten bad. So to get someone to actually go where you want them, you have to do that. But that stuff's fresher. I do keep ending up with human meat, not because I'm trying, but because a wild person will wander in and then die. One of them I missed. One of them I had gone out on a quest, and by the time I was back, his body was already rotted. But yeah, this is a desert without, well, part of what didn't help them there was you can look at their traits, and they incapable of violent, so they couldn't go hunt their own food. If this was a biome that had vegetation, and this is supposed to fucking have agave, and I am a couple years into it, apparently, and it still hasn't sprouted any fucking agave. Most of the deserts, all but one of the desert tiles I have been to hasn't had any. I went to one that had a single agave plant on it. They're all supposed to have it. So, that's, fucked. Like, when I'm doing my traveling and you can harvest this much while you're traveling, I'm getting agave that way passing through it, but they don't actually have the agave fucking plants that they're supposed to. floors are very dirty. I wonder if I just want the things that can, Okay, I'm not sure I have anything for you. But I don't mind a merchant. I don't need them going out there and cleaning the sand. I haven't even fixed these. Not that you'd buy them. Do I have anything for sale? I don't want to sell the scraps of various kinds of leather or cloth that I have, because I can end up with more, and then I can end up with enough to actually make something with. So I don't think I have anything for sale. I can come take a look. You have chickens. The gold is not for sale. Normally that's something I would sell, but apparently I found a use for it. Nope. Thanks anyway. If you would kindly repair these. Okay. Ooh. There we go. Another worshipful village, okay. Alright. Well, now is not the time of day to set out, so. You know what? Move all of those over and around to there so that you can get to them easier. All those are sandstone. Yeah, good for them. Yeah, thanks anyway. Oh yeah, the doors are also marble, so they open a little slower. Yeah, I don't dare set out for caravans. Not that it would pack up and leave immediately. Really, I could start at 4. But I don't trust it to send out too early because, again, I don't want to get out there and then immediately just camp on the road instead of doing something. Because then you're sitting there wasting your food, wasting your time, when you could and should just be walking, because it ignores this. It also ignores whether or not your people actually need to sleep. So, that's a... Do not automatically decide shit because you drag shit I don't want you to. These aren't the days the things will actually tell you. For some reason it distorts them, but the newer and older you can actually see here. I wish I could see it in other places and have it use that information, but no. Gonna send you with more food than you should need because I don't fucking trust you. It'll bitch anyway. You shouldn't need that much. It should be a day trip, round trip. Fucking thing. Yeah. Grab my shit and go. Yeah, sometimes the lines it draws doesn't make sense unless you actually look at it in the context of this. Because, like, specifically along this stretch of road, they zigzag instead of walking straight along it. But if you see how the hexes are, it makes more sense because it's moving through the hex, not along the road as drawn. And yeah, they give you 10 hours. It doesn't take that long. It's another desert square. Might as well look and see if this one has any fucking agave. And no. No. You have food, you dumbass. No. That's... That shouldn't take you longer on the way back. Oh, sure. Why not? I don't have any bedrolls. Yep, sure did. Yeah, you're gonna end up stopping instead of just continuing to go through the night and get home. That's a few more hours and you could sleep in your own fucking bed. And where are you? Oh, there's no road and I have to cross a river, which slows you down. At least I don't have to go cave diving. I'd had a thing over here. At least I could trek over to this, sell it, and then walk home along the road, but... Okay. At least it doesn't move too slow across the... It's not what I wanted. Yeah. Crossing the desert itself doesn't slow you down. But I suspect crossing the river... Well, it should, whether or not it does. Hi, camel. And yeah, they have no legs and it's weird. Stop that! Mm. Fuck you and your recreation. You're being stupid. Pemmican is a last resort, you piece of shit. Don't make me cut you off from it entirely. That's what I do with these. These are actually off limits. Unless you have no other food options, don't eat the food that never spoils. Oh. That reminds me, I don't know how to make those. Or do I have the... I got the research to make them. I don't have the skill to make them. Now, I also understand that some of the other kinds of meals, I don't know about these, waste quite a lot. But everything but fertilized eggs, because if I have something with fertilized eggs, it means I'm growing more of them. And this is that. As soon as you have the skill. Even pemmican goes bad, but those don't. Where are you at with the cooking? 6. Yeah, that'll take a while. You're allowed to eat them when you can make more of them. Maybe. Yeah. I don't think people enjoy them as much as other food. But yeah. It says high quality. But I don't know. Put that fuck down. Hood, button down, pants, duster. Hood, button down, pants, duster. I don't have enough to do all of this, but see if you can make better than the stuff you wear. I have enough to make the first 3 things, but a duster uses 80. Whether or not they're going to be better, it's different. because I force equipped the stuff I'm wearing. That one isn't any better. Neither is that. These are, however. That's something you can repair? No. I mean, they degrade from being out, I guess. Actually, since they're not better, you might as well wear those. Oh. Until they're falling apart. You can probably make better ones in the interim. And hold on to the ones that... Yeah. Until this is done, she isn't working on a whole lot else. Oh, yeah, I'd found this on a quest and it was better than the thing I started with. Because legendary. So, you can get better quality asleep with these. Apparently. Yeah. Bring those and that. Okay, you being poor quality, but there isn't actually a difference other than in value between the two of these. So, I don't know that it'll end up mattering, but yeah, that took a few hours, so. I can probably start packing up between 1 and 2 or so. If I'm actually packing anything up. Just get there. Just get there. Thank you. Does this desert have a agave? No. Okay. There's nothing else to haul with me either. Yeah? So I keep getting more furniture. Mostly. You also don't travel properly like that. If there were, something to collect here, I'd do that. Because I'm just going to go out and sleep on the fucking road. Because that's the time of day it is. No, goddammit. Stop that! Reform the caravan from there. God damn it. Yeah, see, I have foraged agave. No, none of these fucking maps have. Oh, there is another. How about that? One that needs fixing. The condition does affect the price. Or the value. So, yeah, you will sit there and camp for longer than you actually sleep. And you can't force them to move. Yeah, okay. Yeah, come unload. You don't have any prepared food, you dumbass. Put the fucking pemmican down. Yeah, these are roughly 50-50 offset. That's what I was going for. I've now got 3 out of 5 done for that one. Just nice. Okay. At least you didn't try and break something. There was a compacted steel one that landed here, broke my fence. It was actually within the fence, but it broke the fence where it was directly adjacent to it. Didn't actually crush a cow. I had cows. And then another one crashed like right over here. No, actually, yeah, the uranium one is still sitting there. I haven't minded that. But so at least that one didn't try and break my shit. But so yeah. You can tell by how dirty her floor is that she's been busy tracking sand all over the fucking place working on this. But yeah. Actually, I will just do that, because unless I get another weird quest to do, you're just gonna see more of the same back and forth and making that floor even dirtier.